Hi there, this is Roderick from Toy Masters Video Magazine. I'm down here in Manhattan at Modern Martial Arts with Sifu Cliff. Sifu Cliff is here today to talk about a documentary that he's working on martial arts. So, what's up, Sifu?
How are you? Today we're doing another shoot for the martial arts film. The actual film is called Martialist. I'm here with some of my great friends, lots of different hanchis. I'm going to introduce one of them toward the end of what we're talking. We're here today, right in front of my teacher's school, Sifu Chow, and we've been very progressive, producing a movie that's about the decline and the rebirth of martial arts. If you notice the actual period of time in the last 30 years, 40 years, it's very different from 1976 when Kung Fu was all over the streets and it was on the news, it was all over. Bruce Lee passed away 1973, but nobody even knew. They still thought he was well and alive and still kicking and punching. And that continued into the 1980s, and then it seems to be a decline in martial arts. We're kind of addressing that, and nobody's given up. These elder masters, much older than myself, have been pressing the martial arts traditional way, moving forward. And now we're at an epic point where it seems to have like a rebirth through Facebook, social media. We've been doing lots of different things. We've been gathering different people and making the martial arts more unified. So it's not just Kung Fu, not just karate. It's everybody together, making it one thing. So our movie is going to feature lots of different parts, like a lot of action, movements that people have never seen before, from lots of different martial art styles. We're highly defined. We're defined as war art, what martialist itself is. So the martial, then you put the word arts is in there. My two friends over here, both Sifus, they're going to come and join us right here. We've got Sifu Richard Walker, and we also have Hanchi Stephen Kaufman. Both of them are joining the conversation. Now, the name martialist actually comes from one of his books, where he identifies martial artists as not martial artists, but more martial warriors. And he's identifying it not as something soft, but something real and authentic that's been around forever. Recent words that come out, 1980s, when people started calling it martial arts. Actually, you remember Bruce Lee, right? He doesn't say it's martial arts, really. He doesn't say that. He says it's Chinese boxing, as he says it. And that's what it was. It's a boxing way. Even if you're a wrestler, you're kind of a boxer too. So let me pass it over to Hanchi Steve Kaufman, then over to Hanchi Sifu Richard Walker. Go ahead.
Yeah, don't hit him. Don't hurt him. Yeah, hi. I talk about it as martialism. As everybody knows, for the most part, I have a completely different take on what the whole universe that we're involved with is. I call it the way. It's our way. And I guess it comes from experiences and things like that. I've spent many years practicing martial arts. There's no doubt about it. I know my katas, I know my techniques, I know my one-step, two-step, all these things like that. And then in an unmitigated flash of brilliance in a situation that occurred. It was like an explosion in my brain. I said, wait a minute, man. This is an art. Yeah, the same way holding a paintbrush is an art, okay? What is your intention? What is your intention? If your intention is just to like practice certain things, that's good. Everybody talks about the decline of the martial arts and the rebirth of the martial arts. There's been a significant decline in the martial arts over the years, but, and I say this with no, false humility, because of a lot of the older masters who wouldn't succumb to that. We have demanded and insisted and really broke a lot of people's shoes to like take this back to where it's supposed to be. The whole art. See, we never called it martial arts. But what I did was karate. Okay? Karate. What was karate? Well, empty hand, punch, kick, do what you had to do. I see a resurgence of the proper martial mentality. I even got to watch out myself. Every once in a while I slip and I say martial arts myself. The martial mentality. It's the martial mentality that rules the world. In war and love. Without the martial mentality, without which you would not have the right to express yourself anything less than perfectly. You need someone to have your back. The martialist has your back. The martial artist practices and develops skills.
Would he agree to this?
Okay, what I would like to add to that, though, is that martialist comes from the warrior class.
Thank you very much.
That's a long period, dude. That's a short film, man.
Okay, it's like what Hanshi was trying to say. Let's say, for example, you're walking down the street, and then all of a sudden, the group you are with, or the two people, or one gets attacked. You can guarantee with a martialist or a warrior, somebody from the warrior class, it's going to be a problem. Somebody else might run. I've been caught in that situation. I turn around, I was the only one standing there, everybody else down the block. Police chasing them. I had police bring back my friends and say he was running too. I go, that's my friend. Because the other 5 guys are laid out cold around me. Okay, so this is the warrior class. Martialist is another word to describe it. You can guarantee you mess with one of it, and it's a lifestyle. Me, that's all I do. It's the only thing on my mind. Women? Oh, sure, I love women, but they come second. Martial arts has made my life the way it is, and I'm proud to say it's been better for me. Thank you.
All right, now going back to what I was saying, okay, before I was interrupted over there, what the hell I was talking about. You've got to have that mentality, and it comes across in everything you're doing. Okay? There are certain interviews that I've been doing lately because, like, a lot of people say, well, Hanshi Kaufman, you're really like, on the edge, you're really out there, you really go off. Let me tell you something. If it wasn't for Hanshi Kaufmans, you'd have Boy Scouts walking around with black belts. Okay? I got no qualms with who does what or how they do it or where they want to go. But if you're going to profess something, you got to be it. Now let me tell you something. It hurts, it's costly, it's devastating, and it's emotionally debilitating until you come to terms with your own reality. Okay? There's a thing over there. Some play the game, others change it. That's Don Julio tequila, which is probably the best tequila in the world, okay? Some play the game, others change it. I change it. It's what I do. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm Roderick from Toy Master Video Magazine.
Everybody, yes, thank you. You too.
And I'll catch everybody else later.